All right, Cuzzo, a faithful member or listener,
family.
Once I help with a situation,
All right,
I'm gonna read the statement, and let's see what we got. I am seeing this guy, and he refuses to open up or show me any emotions whatsoever. He said that's for weak men. He noticed that I have began to pull away from him, and he said he doesn't want to lose me. I just don't know how to handle a man who doesn't know how to talk about what's on his mind or what he's feeling. What do I do?
That's a good one.
He sounds like he still has that, and pardon the phrasing, because I know words matter, but he still has that ignorant mentality about men don't show their feelings. Men don't discuss their feelings. Men don't show emotion. It sounds like he's still stuck in that caveman type shit. I don't know how old he is, how old y'all are, but that's a big factor too, because if he is, let's just say we're in our 40s, let's say 40 and up, it might be a little hard to get him to change his ways or to see it, unless, he's really, really feeling you. But he said he don't want to lose you. So this would be the perfect time to show him that you're worth it. It's the perfect time for him to show you how much you mean to him if he's willing to open up and become a little bit more vulnerable with you. That's hard for men to do because honestly, it has backfired so many times. Where you open up and it get used against you, or it get thrown back in your face, or it gets held over your head, or you get exposed. Like, it has backfired so many times. And honestly, one time is enough for men to see a situation and go, I don't want that to be me. And we would never do that shit again because we don't want that to be us. So getting a man to open up is very telling. A man voluntarily opening up it says a lot about you and about how he feel about you. I'm not saying he ain't digging you, but if he's really, really, really digging you, and I'm sure, you reached out to us, I'm sure you didn't express it to him, you should be worth it. If he feels you're worth it, I think he should be able to open up to you. I ain't saying it's easy, but it should be some type of signs of him showing that he's trying, whether it's small or major. If he show you something small, hey, you accept that because it's a step. It's a step, and celebrate it. It's a step. If he just come to you and tell you something about his childhood, hey, embrace that shit. Don't fish for more. Just take that little piece and just take it and appreciate that, and then hopefully it's leading to other things. But if he really rocking with you like that, then he shouldn't have no problem with at least trying. Because it's easier said than done, because we all done been through our own little things. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just tell my man do it, but it should be some type of effort. If he really love you and he really trying to make it work with you, if that's what's keeping y'all from getting to the next level, he should be willing to work on that. But if not, if that's what you need, you seem confused or he keeping you confused, hey, don't nobody want to be in there confused. And I hate to tell people, end things and run away, but hey man, life too short. Life too short to be, playing around at this big old age, trying to figure out what's what. I mean, we all can improve on things, but you should at least be 85, 90% put together. That's just my opinion.
I ain't mad at that opinion. So what I will say is this, especially when it comes to men opening up. The good book says, a cool word calms wrath. Also, with that, my kind of phrase and saying to you when it comes to men opening up is vulnerability is the key to emotion. You must first be vulnerable before you expect someone else to be vulnerable. So in order to create a safe space, you got to show him that it's safe. You show him that it's safe by opening up to him and being intentional about it.
See, I call that positive manipulation.
It can be. It can be for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you show him by opening up to him and letting him know that he will never be judged for anything that he says to you. that you will never hold it against him. And all you want to do is help him to feel what he needs to feel, love himself, love you better, and move forward because you care about him.
Word.
And keep reiterating that to him, because the one thing that I love is that when a woman is vulnerable, and what I mean by vulnerable is you got to share shit that you don't share with nobody.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah.
Not the crying, not the emotional part, because when we talk about man-women relationships, women do a great job from the emotional standpoint of expressing emotion. What I mean by vulnerability is you got to talk about that childhood shit you don't talk about with nobody. You got to tell him and open up with some of your insecurities. If you expect him, like, he's only gonna see and know what's okay if you show him what's okay. You got to show him what's okay.
That's facts, huh?
And by you continuing to do that, then you give him the license and the right to say no. Like, and again, challenge his thought process. Because he said, real men don't open up. Yes, they do.
They do.
Like, tell him, I find nothing sexier than a man that is open. Nothing's more attractive than a man that can open up to you.
Do it.
Nothing. Nothing is more sexy. Nothing is more attractive than a man who opens up.
And he'll be making up shit. Hey, I remember this one time my granddaddy had took us to get some ice cream. And the ice cream was 75 cents. He only had 55 cents. And it broke his heart that he couldn't buy his grandson some ice cream. We cried. He cried. I cried. We crowed together. He gonna be making up shit because you said, hey, it's sexy when the man open up.
I'm telling you what I know, and I'm telling you what works. So you make sure that you set the stage for vulnerability. You first lead with yours.
That's a great point.
Then you let him know that this and reiterate it, right? I know sometimes we don't like to repeat things. I certainly don't. But repetition is the key to learning. Repeat the good behaviors and celebrate the good behaviors that you see. When you see something that a man is doing that you like, reward it. In that sense, we're like dogs. When men are dogs, in that sense, we're like dogs. We can be trained like dogs. In the sense of, anytime you reward us for good behavior, we will continue to display that behavior.
Because I hate that you just said that.
I promise you.
I hate that you just said that. It's so true, though. Damn, why you say that? Why you get him that?
I know.
Why you just do that? Look at me. Why would you do that?
I was on a roll.
Damn, I hate that you said that.
I couldn't stop.
It's so true.
I couldn't stop. But it's
shit.
It's the fucking try. I gave y'all one last episode. Some of y'all, I told you about the accountability. This is the second part of that.
Damn it.
That will have that man with you, and he won't know what to do without you. I promise you. Because if you reward our good behavior, we'll continue to display it. We have been trained that way. From little kids, we've always been rewarded for what we do well. So if emotion is what you want to see, reward the emotion. And reward and overdo it in the reward. Like, overdo it. Like, anytime he opens up to you, passionately kiss him. Or kiss on his neck. Or act like you want to jump his bones. Watch what happens.
I hope they listening, bro.
Watch what happens. I promise you. I promise you.
How you do that?
They ain't gonna hear me. I promise. Half of them are gonna argue with me. Like, half of them. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. I did that with this one dude because he wasn't a dude. He wasn't
the one, baby.
He wasn't the one, and he was a boy. He wasn't a man. I'm talking man shit here. I can't tell you about what boys do. I can only tell you about what men do because I'm a man. Men are driven by reward system. Like, a reward system is why we do everything that we do. If you reward good behavior, you will get good behavior. If you don't, you won't.
Case in point, I know this annoyed the hell out of y'all, but this is just an example. Why y'all think some men, whenever they do the littlest thing for y'all, whether it be meet you at the mechanic so you can drop your car off or any little thing, they be looking for something in return? The ones that do that is because they don't have any control. They don't know how to be mild-mannered about the shit. Or they don't have the discipline, should I say. But Cuzzo is 1,000% right. Whether they speak on it outwardly or they just keep it to themselves. We look for something in return. whether it's major or minor.
We need it.
Damn,
That's how we're wired.
We need that validation, bro.
We're wired.
We need that stamp.
A man does not need to be. He does not need to be needed or wanted. He must be appreciated. If you appreciate that man and you celebrate him for all the things that he does, you will get a different man.